Hello Virgo, all placements. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're not new. Sorry, I worded that wrong. Anyways, I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I want to also thank Yasmin Boland very much for all of her Moonology decks, her Moonology Diary, the information that I get from the diary for our information as far as what the new and full moons are bringing to us. I do appreciate you so much, Yasmin. And I'm going to start off with what Yasmin believes this new moon in Libra, which takes place depending on where you are, September 25th or September 26th, okay? Mostly it's going to be the 25th, but in Sydney, it's going to be the 26th. Now, what she has to say about this new moon is that it is in the lovely sign of Libra, by the way, and life does go in cycles. And right now, there should be enough pleasant things happening for you to feel as though life isn't always tough. Now, if you're single, this is most certainly the month to draw a line under the past, Virgo. If you're pining after your ex, try to set that aside and open up your heart to the idea of new love with someone better suited to you, okay? Now, I'm not saying that you can't reunite with your ex. I'm just saying it's good to be open to whatever the universe has in mind for you. Try to let go of the attachment to a specific person. Just be open to a beautiful love partnership, if you will. Now, if you're already attached, tap into this new moon to refresh the romance and love that you've got already, okay? All relationships do need work. So if you only do the work once a year, do it around the time of the new moon in Libra. It's a perfect time for that. In fact, the stage is doubly set for you for romance at the moment because the first planetary alignment after this new moon is going to be between Venus and Pluto. Something will definitely be in the air, that's for sure. New loves will be starting and existing relationships will definitely be blossoming. Good vibes also apply to family and professional relationships. Now, Virgo, this new moon is going to be in your second house, which represents cash, property and possessions, values, including how you value yourself. Interesting. Okay, now the Moonology decks. This is the Moonology Manifestation deck. And this says, New Moon in Libra, know you are loved. Okay. This is the Moonology deck, and it says, New Moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. Yay! And this is also Moonology deck. And it's for the new moon. And it says, new start is coming. New moons are all about new beginnings. Full moons are all about endings, right? So if you want to start something, start it right after the new moon, never before a full moon, because apparently it will crash and burn. Okay, this is Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. All of my decks will be listed down below in the description box, okay? Click on the title of this video. It'll drop down the description box, and that's where you'll find the decks. Also, any other information you're needing in regards to an extended link, if you would like to go to an extended, I'm not sure there will be one for this, there may be. Also, my link to booking a private reading. I've opened my calendar again, so if you're interested in that, that's down there. Your first card out is Patience. Yay! We have heard that for how long, Virgo? This is the green corn moon, okay? if I'm not mistaken, the timing around that is going to be right about where we're at, because I think it's like a harvest type moon. So it's going to happen, you know, September, October. But I will get that for you as soon as I get all of these cards down. The next card you have is the dark moon. This is the void. If you can see that. There you go. Next we have, ooh, this goes great with timing, the romance of the moon. Hot moon, extremes. Wow. If I'm not mistaken, that moon is a July moon. So something maybe started in July. Now we've got the first quarter moon, and this is all about assessing. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Now we're going to get into the timing of all of these cards and the meanings of them. So let's do that. Okay, so the first moon in place here is going to be the hot moon, the extremes moon, because the hot moon is the full moon in June. Okay, so this is about something that took place on or around the full moon in June. Something that obviously was an extreme for you, okay? Now, the next moon is going to be the green corn moon, the patience card, because the green corn moon is the August full moon, which was basically a month ago. So something happened in June that what, and we're going to get more cards obviously, so we're going to know hopefully what that is. There was something that was full tilt. And then suddenly in August, by the full moon in August, you're being asked to be patient for something. And the next moon is the dark moon. This is the void. And this is September 24th. So this is something that's going to take place kind of the day or two, depending on where you're at, before the full moon or the new moon. Okay. This is the last waning crescent that's moon that's visible, which would be the 24th before the new moon. And of course, our final card then is the assessing card, the first quarter moon. This takes place October 2nd. You will be assessing likely all of this or something from back in here. Now we're going to get, let's go with the holographic Light Seers deck. And we're going to find out what took place and what's about to take place here. Too many cards. Okay, we have two there. So on top of the extremes, which is the hot moon, and the green corn moon, which is all about patience, you have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles for me is, it can represent either a love situation, a romantic love situation, or finances, okay? If it's finances for you, the extreme and the patience is going to be around you struggling. Maybe you're not doing so well financially, so you're holding on to what you've got because you don't feel you can spend. If you spend, it might not come back in, so you're holding on, but you're holding on too tight, because in order for money to come to us, we have to spend it to receive it, okay? You have to put it out and then it can come back. It's always about what we put out, we get back. So if you're not spending any money at all, there's no money coming back to you, okay? Now, in the way of, so be patient because the money's coming. In the way of love, this represents someone who's holding back emotionally. Now, I don't know if that's you, Virgo, or if it's your person. Someone's holding back emotionally. So again, be patient. It's like we've gone from one extreme to the other. So, you know, maybe you've gone from an extreme of having all kinds of money, and now you're down to where you've got hardly any. Or you had an amazing, passionate, full of love relationship, and now you've got nothing. Be patient. Spirit's asking you to be patient because something's coming in. Now on top, the patience card and the void, which is the dark moon. Yeah, you've got the Two of Cups. Those of you, this is about money. You could have somebody coming in that would be a perfect business partner that will help you develop the funds, okay? Or it could be a soulmate coming in and they have money and you join forces, and that makes all the difference in the world, right? Those of you that it's about a partnership, obviously be patient because you've got somebody very special. You've got a soulmate on their way in. Those of you that are in a relationship already, this is taking it to the next level. If you're not committed fully, maybe you get engaged. Maybe you are engaged and you decide to set the wedding date. Maybe you're moving in together. You're going to the next level, okay? Now that would be around, now the green corn moon was August, okay? So somewhere between August and September 24th, give or take, okay? Because time is not a thing on the other side. It's all about energy. When everyone in the situation is ready is when it's going to take place. But you take this to the next level or you come together with your soulmate. Okay? So be patient. Now between on the void, dark moon, and the assessing, first quarter moon. So this would be between September 24th and October 2nd. You've got the Two of Pentacles. Everything seems up in the air, but that's at this point here, I feel, during the void, the 24th of September, everything seems up in the air. It maybe is happening super fast, but you start to assess things, and that is what brings the balance back in, okay? The assessing is a must-do. That's the only way this is going to make sense to you. I don't know what that means, Virgo. It's going to be different for all of you, but the only way any of this is going to make sense to you from start to finish is reflecting, looking back, looking at it head on, so to speak. That's how you're going to understand it and get your balance back. Bottom of the deck, part of your overall energy, Three of Swords. So I feel like those of you that this is about partnership, this extremes back in June could have been a breakup. Okay. Now, you're being asked to be patient because that was a blessing in disguise. You've got somebody new coming in, a soulmate, somebody that isn't going to hold back emotionally, and there will be balance with that person. No more heartbreak. That's done, okay? Some of you, this is heartbreak that needed to take place to trigger the healing and the growth. And maybe you come back together with this person. Maybe that's your soulmate. And they grow and change, and you grow and change, and you end up coming back together, right? Okay, let's get Gaia Oracle now. Okay, on the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Ooh, you've got Gaia. Wisdom, knowledge, spiritual understanding. You are going to gain the understanding. That's why the patience is here. This sits right underneath the patience card. Be patient, because the information that you're looking for is on its way to you, okay? In regards to this, I'm not sure you're aware. If this is your person, I'm not sure you're aware that they were holding back emotionally. Maybe you were thinking you were heartbroken by this back in June because they weren't telling you how they felt. And so you never really knew where you stood with this person. I had to get a drink. And you know, look at this. On the diagonal, you've got extremes, Four of Pentacles, and the spiritual understanding. You come to the understanding because I feel like this, whatever this was for you, this relationship, it was so topsy-turvy, it was so back and forth, in and out, that it was extremes. They were there, then they were gone. There was no even-keeled feeling. And that's why you never knew where you stood with this person. One minute you're in, the next minute you're out. But that's all going to come. You're going to have the clarity. You're going to have the knowledge and the wisdom to understand just exactly what the hell this was. Okay? Those of you that it's about finances, I don't feel that it is for most of you about finances. But if you're someone that it is about finances, then this was, you know, you thought the money was coming, and then where the hell is it? It didn't come. But it is coming. It is coming, okay? Now in the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, you've got perception. Now, the throat chakra and the third eye chakra are lit up on this lady. And this is all about beyond the veil of illusion. You are going to know. They're going to speak their truth. You're going to speak your truth. You're going to know. This is coming in. This is right underneath that dark moon. So right around September 24th, again, give or take, because timing, not a thing. You're going to have more clarity. This spiritual understanding comes in and gives you that, just that instant knowing. And then you understand, and then you can assess, because you have that perception. Then you have, up here, you have the Two of Pentacles, and then you move into the assessing. Like I said, you start assessing things, and what was up in the air now becomes balanced, because you start assessing, and that's when you start to see exactly what's going on. It's step by step by step, both directions here. Same with here, same with here, right? Okay, now we're going to get an Island Time Wellness card. Are we taking this one too? Okay. Spirit wants 2 cards out here, so that's what we're going to do. First one out. Oh, wow. This is all going to come to light for you, Virgo. You have love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. Wow. I like that. I like that so much. And it's on Gaia and right underneath patience. So be patient, because you are going to see this. It's going to show itself. and it's unconditional love. Did not start out looking anything like that. I mean, there was passion, obviously, I can see that in this card, but it felt to me like it was, and that's what came through. The message was one extreme to the other. You're in, you're out, you're back, you're forth, there was no balance. And that's what this says to the Two of Pentacles. Everything's up in the air. You had no idea where you stood with this person. Now on the Perception card, you have sunglasses. Yep, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception on top of perception, focusing out, things not as they seem. It's all about perception. And it is coming in. Okay, now I want to get a Synchronicity Oracle card for you. Oops. Oh my God. 222. You have a great love headed your way, Virgo. I think this card came up in one of the most recent Virgo readings I did too. 222. When I created this deck, I had been seeing a whole bunch of different numbers, and I wanted to know what they meant. And about half this deck is numbered because that's what I was seeing. And whatever my guides told me is what I put on the cards. So if you start to see or are seeing 222, it means you have a great love headed your way. Wow. Because of that, I'm going to get a Whispers of Love card for you. Just looked at the timer and it's 22 minutes in. Oh boy, speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Okay, let's get a biggie. What I mean by that is right here. Sacred Destiny card. Oh, nice. Simplicity. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read this from the book for you. It says, white feather. Imagine a single white feather illuminated against a blue sky, wafting on warm air currents as it floats to the earth with simplicity and grace. Both Native Americans and Egyptians thought feathers were messages from the sky gods. Chiefs would wear feathers to symbolize their communing with the Creator. It was believed that when one wore feathers on one's head, messages from a human could travel to spirit. Likewise, messages and energy from the spiritual realms could travel back down to the human through the hollow shaft of a feather. Feathers were also wafted through the air to cleanse and purify a space. The sacred landscape wants you to know this, Virgo. To find a sacred simplicity and have clarity in your life, Do only what matters. Release everything else. Simplify your life. Scan all areas and clear both internal and external clutter. Rest, rejuvenate, and only participate in what is truly important to you. Relinquish everything else. Don't delay. Do it now. When your life is cluttered with objects, relationships, time constraints, and emotions, there's no room for spirit. There's too much static and too much stuff to connect to your soul. The smallest amount of clutter clearing can make the biggest difference. Wow. You know, I've been feeling that myself. It's time for me to start decluttering, purging, whatever you want to call it. I've been getting the same message. Interesting. Okay, do we want any more cards, angels? Yes, we do. Okay, we always come back to the power of surrender, don't we? Let's see what we need to surrender other than clutter. Ooh, surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Interesting. Wow. I don't know about the rest of you, Virgo. I didn't think I was living in my ego much at all anymore, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not a message for a lot of you. Maybe it's a message for a smaller number of you. Hard to say. Is that everything? Nope. We've got one more card to go. We're going to get a card from this Soulmate deck. I cannot give you the title of the deck. It came as a 2-pack. Came with a regular tarot deck. And I haven't been able to find this on Amazon anyways to give you a link. But it's going to be a message from your soulmate or about your soulmate, okay? And this could be somebody that you're with, if you're in a relationship, if you're with your soulmate. And we've got 2 again. You know what? That's not surprising me, because you've got 2, 2, 2. What else have we got? 2 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. And you had 2 Island Time Wellness cards, and now you've got 2 Soulmate cards. And the first one says, try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. That'll help you distract from any upset that's taking place or upheaval that's taking place in your life. And it will help you to move forward and release that. And the other one you have says, the reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. Oh, Virgo, that brings a tear to my eyes. Look at the heartbreak. So this is a soulmate. This is possibly someone that, you know, you broke up with back there in June. And it really broke your hearts. And it's because you are soulmates. You are connected. That is so beautiful. I think that's everything I've got for you, Virgo. I don't feel the need for an extended here. So do we need an extended, angels? No, we don't need an extended. It's very crystal clear. I hope it helps. I hope it resonates, Virgo. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.